The Lord has chosen from amidst humankind a friend, and He chose Ibrahim as His friend. And in the 73 places that He mentioned this beloved friend of His in the Quran, anytime you read it, you can't help but notice that Allah loves this man immensely. There's a special bond between the one that creates, Subhan al-Khaliq, between the Dhul Arsh al-Majid and Ibrahim alayhi salam. And it is no secret why. Allah Rabbul Izzah says, anytime we tested Ibrahim with certain words and certain tasks and certain missions, Ibrahim perfected and excelled in all our tests. And this dunya is dar of ibtila, so this is a test. And the tests of Ibrahim didn't start middle ages or old age. It started at a very young age. He opened his eyes. Can you imagine opening your eyes and around you it's an ocean of shirk, idols and images and vain statues, that the one that Allah created to be His vicegerent, the best of Allah's creation, is now humbling himself to stones. So in this climate, Ibrahim is born. Psychologically, you would have anticipated for him to follow the trend. Imagine his father is the maker of it. His father is the fashioner of the idols. It's bad for business if you go against it. And this is why the Quran says, we gave Ibrahim advancement of thought and logic. We opened his heart and gave him maturity of ideas and understanding. So at a young infant age, like this is around, and some scholars say 7, 8 years old, he started to look around and he says, Dad, what is this? So Dad said, this is God. As he grows, there is a yearning inside for the true Lord. So he's searching. And his search finished from these stones and stuff. He realized these are nothing. And he looked up at night and he saw a star. And he said, قَالَ هَذَا رَبِّي. Maybe that's my Lord. When it set, he said, I don't want a part-time God. And then he saw the moon in its full glory. He says, maybe this is my Lord. And when the moon set, again Ibrahim says that it can't be the moon. Then he saw the sun, full glorious, blazing, scorching sun. This is my Lord. And when the sun set, it clicked. He said, no, the one who is Rabb is the one who created that and that and that. I have found my Lord. He is the one that He created all this, and to Him I surrender and submit in absolute unity and tawheed. Ibrahim became a muwahhid. And like night and day cannot coexist, tawheed and shirk cannot coexist. This fire that's burning inside him now needs to be manifested. So he went to his people. What are these images, these idols to which you show so much devotion? And they didn't have any answer. So they said, we saw our fathers do this, so we are doing it. Listen to the word, and he's a young man. In this instance, the Quran calls him Fata. لَقَدْ verily you are yourselves and your fathers in manifest error. You were wrong, your fathers before you were wrong. Big thing to say for a little kid. When this continued and they are like, this is our gods, our fathers worship them and so on. So Ibrahim alayhi salam in his heart says, I will fix your idols for you. I will fix them. So then came the big day of festivity, and traditions say they used to go outside the city. There they used to, celebrate their special day, and everyone in town used to go. So they came to Ibrahim alayhi salam, let's go. He said, Inni saqim, I am ill. So they went. And then Ibrahim alayhi salam comes to the temple, all the idols. He asked them, why don't you speak? Say something. No one say, it's just me and you. Say something. Why don't you speak? And why aren't you eating? Because there's food offerings in front of them. Why aren't you eating? So he took the axe and started swinging. Ibrahim shattered them to bits. All of it. Except for the biggest one. And he put the axe on its neck and went home. So when they came in the afternoon, who has done this to our gods? Zalim man. Who's done this? So they said, we heard a young lad talking about them. They call him Ibrahim. They said, bring him to the people. Let's have a public trial. So they brought him. And you see when Allah says, rushdahu min qabl, you look at the argument of Ibrahim. We gave him advancement of thought and logic. He was a genius amidst the dumb. So he stands and they say, Ibrahim, did you do this? No, that big one did it. Ask him if he can speak. So they looked and they said, Ibrahim, you know they can't speak. Look at the logic of this young man. Woe be unto you, then why are you worshipping them besides Allah Rabbul Izzah? Don't you see that they can't do anything? I've just broken him to pieces. He can't save himself, so what's he gonna do for you? They said, burn him and help your gods. If you're gonna do anything, save face. And this is the same problem with humankind. When he fails at logic, when he fails at facts, he goes and becomes violent. And the nature of this belief is such, because they have no ability to stand the logic of truth, so it goes to violence. So they started to collect firewood. They burnt this fire and they put Ibrahim alayhi salam on a catapult and they shoot him inside. So as Ibrahim makes his way into the fire, the Lord decrees, Ya nar, O fire, kuni barda, be cool, and keep Ibrahim at peace. So Ibrahim landed into the fire and the fire subsided, and eventually Ibrahim walked out. Not a hair on his head is hurt. It is important to understand a couple of characteristics. In a world filled as it is today with immorality and sin and vice and indecency, the Lord is the same one, the same Allah that answered dua of Nuh alayhi salam, the same one that helped Ibrahim alayhi salam and all the other prophets that you will hear about. Allah is the same Allah Jalla Subhanahu. So you have Allah Rabbul Izzah with you. Nothing can stand in the face of the logic of Tawheed and the logic of Islam. It is only our shortcoming in knowing that we fail to communicate adequately. So master your field and present it in the best possible way.
Please don't forget to like us and share us on the Digital Minbar Facebook and Twitter. Please also subscribe to the Digital Minbar YouTube channel in the links below.